So in this match, I hope the building collapses.
What did he say? He wanted Usher to sing his theme song or some shit?
No, sing yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Usher has a song called Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. What? This is a diverticulitis podcast. Get yourself checked.
Get back to the card.
Welcome to a very special edition of the You Mean to Me podcast. I'm Chris Robinson. This is
Antonia Robinson.
And what are we doing today?
Prediction show.
Prediction show. WrestleMania 40. Before we get going, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and all our social media links everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything, LinkTree / YoureMeanToMePod. I'll probably put it up on the screen. I forgot to do that last time because I'm terrible at this.
Are you no-selling my wig?
What? Am I no-selling? You want me to introduce your wig like it's a co-host on the show?
Well, you didn't. you didn't even react to it. It's a whole new color.
And introducing Antonia's wig, purple guy, woman, purple lady. Purple lady. Are you a character? This is the second week in a row now. You did the red wig last week. This week you got the purple wig. What are we doing here?
No, just having some fun.
Okay, try talking to the microphone a little bit.
I did.
All right, there we go. You can't like whisper. This is episode 6. You should have this down by now. No? All right. So yeah, WrestleMania, 2 nights, and usually we talk about some topics that are going on, and we talk about reality, and we get to relationship stuff. We haven't talked about relationship lately. Our relationship's going real well.
You said that convincingly.
This marriage is solid.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. The funniest thing was the first thing I said to you, I was like, oh, did you think about your predictions? And you were like, well, you know, the main stuff. You're like, I don't care what happens to Rey Mysterio and his match.
Why would you call me out like that?
Well, why don't you care about Rey Mysterio? He's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, more like, not that I don't care, but it's not like I'm putting a lot of thought into that story and the outcome.
Thrown together at the last minute. They were like, we want to do the LWO versus Legado de Fantasma, and we need Dominic Mysterio to have a match. It's the most thrown together tag match.
So it's not that. Let's backtrack. I like Rey Mysterio. I'm sure it'll be a great match.
I like Dragon Lee.
I just wasn't I wasn't following. I was like, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know this was culminating in a match at WrestleMania.
Well, because they haven't been linked to each other in a while, Dom and Ray. It just hasn't happened, and they just kind of slapped it back together. It's one of the few kind of thrown together things on the Mania card that makes you go all right, whatever. I have a feeling that'll probably open the show. I think it's either going to be that or the 6-woman tag will probably open. Because you got to start with a hot, fun babyface win. So what do you think is going to happen in the Rey Mysterio match? Your first official WrestleMania prediction. Who wins it?
So it's Rey Mysterio and Mr. Lee.
Dragon, Mr. Lee.
Isn't Dragon's first name Lee? That's
Dragon
name.
Lee. Yeah. Oh.
And
Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. And then Dirty Dom. And Santos Escobar.
Yes.
Okay.
You did it. You listed their names. Now
I'm just making sure it's clear to the audience.
What happens?
I think that something happens where Dirty Dom does something dirty, and he comes out with a win for dirty things.
He comes out with a win for dirty things. You know what I think is going to happen? Realistically, I'm going to kind of give my realistic prediction.
Are you saying I'm not being serious about this?
No. I'm saying I'm going to kind of give 2 predictions. A realistic one that I really think is going to happen and something I would like to see happen to make it slightly more interesting for this match. It doesn't have a lot of impact on anything. I think Ray and Dragon Lee are going to win. Or Dragon Lee's going to turn on Ray and align with Legado del Fantasma. And then because they're going to eventually want to do Ray and Dragon Lee one-on-one. Because them as a tag team does nothing for me. Them one-on-one. Granted, Ray isn't what he used to be. He seems to pull a muscle or tear a muscle every other time he's in the ring. I mean, he's had 12 comebacks in the last 3 years, but I don't know. So those are my 2. I think logically, Ray and Dragon win. Crazy sauce. Dragon Lee turns on Ray. And Dirty Dom just laughs at him, and everybody boos. So dirty. All right. Okay, so we also said the other possible opener for me on Saturday is a 6-woman tag. Jade, as the internet called it, Black Girl Magic. Can I say that?
You just did. We'll see how people react to that. Because when you say it, it sounds like you're being a jerk about it.
Like, I get that there's a phrase, but they're not. The magic has nothing to do with their gimmick.
I also don't think it's like fun to call them girls. They're women.
Black women magic? That sounds like a porno.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
Like, which part? Or like a strip club? I don't know.
No.
Welcome to Black Women Magic. Like, no. This is a PG. PG brother. PG brother. Okay. Well, Damage Control versus Jade and friends. Jade, Naomi, and Bianca.
I love how like Jade's the star of that trio. Like it's Jade and friends.
She made the save on SmackDown. She came out when Naomi and Bianca were getting their asses kicked, and she.
I love to see it. I'm here for it. I love Jade.
I think it's going to be the impetus for an eventual Bianca heel turn, honestly, or Naomi. Somebody's turning heel on her. They can't have three of them being friends, all happy-go-lucky. Bianca's too much of a competitor. She probably wants to get back in the title picture. Like, I don't know. So who do you think? I think this one, I think Jade, Bianca, Naomi take it. Dakota Kai eats the pin. There's no, it's not for the tag belts. It's just basically this match was put together to get Jade on the card and put the spotlight on her and give her a big WrestleMania win.
Yeah, I think Jade and them win.
No disagreement. You agree?
I mean, I want them to win. I'm picking the people I want, not just based off of except for the Dirty Dom one, but I really didn't care about that one.
No one does. Dirty Dom. All right, so let's see. I got a list here because this is the first time I remember, but I got my list up here. Okay, so then the 6-pack. This is the interesting one because they announced this week that both sets of tag titles are going to be hanging above the ring for the 6-pack ladder match, which means inevitably we're going to split the belts up again. Mm-hmm. And this is great, in my opinion, because, look, Roman's had a hold on the title forever. Gunther's had a hold on the title forever. Judgment Day's been champions for quite a while. They bounced it to Cody and Jay and then back, but still those titles have been unified for a long time, and it sucks. It just flat out sucks. You need to have two sets of tag team champions, just like you have two mid-card guys. So who do you think is coming out? Do you know who's in the match?
Yes. Hold on, I can do this.
No, I don't want you to list it out for me. I don't need that.
Well, don't people need to know who we're listing, who we're talking about?
I'm just gonna put a graphic up on the screen so they know. Like, here you go. Here's the match.
All right, well, I wasn't really impressed with myself that I knew it.
All right. Well, we know the Judgment Day, the champions. Then who else?
New Day.
Yep.
DIY.
Yep.
Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
Did I listen already?
No. Awesome Truth.
Yeah. The last ones I don't remember. I don't know their names.
Do you know their names or their tag name? New Catch Republic. Pete Dunne.
That one, because I was like, that's a lot of words.
3 words is a lot of words.
NCR, DIY. It has to be catchy and to the point. New Catch Republic's a lot.
Well, it's catch as catch can style wrestling. It's an homage to their British wrestling heritage.
Anyway, I think Awesome Truth is coming out with one tag title.
Nope. Go ahead.
Why are you being rude about this?
If we sit here and agree with each other and just shake hands at the end, it's a real entertaining podcast.
You be polite though.
I didn't slap
I disagree, ma'am.
Nope. Rockin' Cody. What and then I go to jail. He did it on tape. What an idiot. And then he uploaded it to YouTube when he hit
No. So Awesome Truth.
Awesome Truth winning which ones?
I don't know, one of them.
What do you mean? No, Raw or SmackDown?
Oh, Raw.
Okay, good.
And
we're trying to establish you as a knowledgeable, casual wrestling fan who's slowly growing towards being a more serious wrestling fan. With us, Cody Rhodes and the...
New Day wins the other one.
No fucking chance. Nice try, though. All right, that's what you're going with?
Yes.
I think Awesome Truth, there's no reason to put the belts on them. It's funnier if DIY wins. Not funnier. It's better if DIY wins and then Truth still thinks they're DX. That's hilarious to me. I don't think they're going to keep Miz and Truth together for a long time. I think Truth is going to kind of bounce around again like he's been doing. It's just like the comedy guy who interjects himself in certain things. And also, DIY are Triple H's guys. They were a long-standing thing in NXT, both as a team, then against each other. They're picking up the Raw tag titles. And I think New Catch Republic, also Triple H guys from the NXT UK days and the regular NXT, they're going to pick up the SmackDown titles. So we're going to have those two teams kind of resetting the tag division for 2024 and building stories from there. But I think that's probably where we go.
Okay.
Do you disagree? Well, obviously you disagree.
I disagree. I picked different teams.
I don't know if you want to change your mind. Be like, you're right, baby. I love you.
When have I ever said that?
That sounds like the better thing. That's the better outcome. No? All right. Well, fuck me then.
Christopher.
Huh?
PG, brother.
All right. So let's go then to brother versus brother, a match that I really don't give a shit about.
Oh my God, is this the Usos?
I don't give a shit about this match.
You're weird. First of all, I
don't care. I've said it before. I said it several times. I would much rather have seen Gunther and Jey Uso for the Intercontinental title and Jey get the big win. But I guess they're like, oh, he's gonna get screwed somehow. Like, I don't know. This match doesn't do anything. Who cares who wins?
I care. I want to see Jey win.
But why? What does it do for him? Okay, I beat my brother. Now I got bragging rights, and it's a legendary brother. They're really just doing it because it's the third brother versus brother matchup.
Okay.
I think that's what they said. Third, but I don't care.
I like it.
The story is like, okay, Jimmy keeps coming around interfering, and Jey left the bloodline. It doesn't get anybody closer to anything. Like Jimmy feels like he's just kind of aimless right now. He's just a guy in the bloodline storyline. I mean, he didn't even get the match against Seth on Monday. They gave it to Solo. Like, Solo's the guy who they're going to probably build on coming out of this. Like, Jimmy's kind of floating around, and that's why I think he's going to pick up the win. So he can kind of have that he beat Jey. And then maybe the rematch down the line, if Jey does win his first singles title, and then Jimmy takes it from him. Something like that. That's what makes the most sense. I mean, I'm starting to Triple H kind of books long term more. He kind of has like a vision for guys, I think, a few months to a year out. I think. I'm guessing. So you think Jay's going to win?
Yes, I like Jey.
Why?
He's so much fun. He's a good time.
I guess.
I mean, they're both great. I don't dislike either of them.
Right.
But I'm picking Jey.
The brother versus brother thing, I don't know. All right, so you're going Jey, I'm going Jimmy. That's kind of that defines our marriage right there. Jey versus a Jimmy. I don't know. What's that? That's your what? Are you upset by that? I can't tell. The purple hair, I can't tell your emotions.
Oh, good.
And then, so speaking of Gunther and the Intercontinental title.
Oh, this is the match I don't care about.
Nobody does. I don't know what they're building up. They built up Sammy fucking like Rocky style this week with Sam Gable. That's not a person. Chad Gable as his trainer, and so Sami Zayn didn't know to do squats and ride an exercise bike to train. Like what? Like they didn't lift in weights or anything. Like I thought they're gonna be in the ring, like practicing moves and holds and this and that. Like it was like a goofy, cartoonish, like Rocky segment. Like they should have had him run up some fucking stairs.
And if they're really trying to do something with Chad, they should have just given him the match, like
which everybody says.
So like, don't try and throw him in there now to be like, oh, he's kind of part of it. Like it's kind of ridiculous. Like it's not. It makes no sense. I'm not a Gunther fan either.
Why not? Because he's German or Austrian, whatever he is.
No, why is it gotta be what they are? I'm not he's alright. But I'm not like.
It's time for him to lose the Intercontinental title, but not to Sammy. Sammy has been Intercontinental champion before. He doesn't need that belt at all. He doesn't need to be the guy that dethroned Gunther. It doesn't do anything for him. It doesn't like. They've built up Gunther so much now with his 600+ day reign that it needs to be somebody new that has that notch on their belt and gets them to that next level, which would be perfect for Chad Gable or Jey Uso. Like those are my big two picks to beat him, and it doesn't look like that's where they're going in either scenario.
Okay. Well, I mean, in this scenario, I think Gunther retains anyway.
Yeah, 100%. It doesn't make sense. And Sammy's going to continue to have this self-doubt character. It seems like. So he had the thing with Bronson Reed. He lost to Bronson Reed. Then the match was interfered with. But yeah, no, I don't think Sammy has a shot at this one. Rhea and Becky. Here's kind of where I'm going to start tying things together for an idea I have in my head. So Rhea and Becky, what do you got?
Becky.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Okay, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. They've been building her up a lot. She's been kind of having this coming in with like this chip on her shoulder.
She's got a book out.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta prove I'm better than you, and I don't know. Something about it tells me that Becky should come out of this one with the title.
You said that very quietly.
Oh, sorry. Something about this one makes it seem like Becky should come out of this with the title.
We're so excited for this match. Yeah. And here's why, for me, though, that Becky comes out with the title.
Oh, okay. Why?
This is going to be Judgment Day loses every single match on Saturday. Dom loses, in my mind. Judgment Day comes out with no tag titles, and Rhea loses. So they are crushed going into Sunday, and I'll get to that. It might be a little obvious, but I'll get to that. So, yeah, no, I think Becky takes it. I think they're going to continue with her and Nia. I think Liv Morgan's going to jump in there. I think they're going to, I don't know, Rhea's probably going to get a rematch at Backlash and whatnot. They're going to do some sort of gimmick match. But, yeah, I think Becky takes it. Especially because if this is co-main, then the big one, the tag match, it kind of falls into that too, where I think Rock and Roman are winning. So you're going to have the big baby face Becky win, yay, new champion, and then Rock and Roman are going to just beat the hell out of Seth and Cody. What do you think about that match? Here's where it's getting. You said this was the stuff you were thinking about. Like this was the match you were thinking about.
So, ideally, who I would want to win.
Try talking to the mic.
Sorry. Ideally, who I would want to win in that match is obviously Cody and Seth. I love me some Cody, but I actually don't think they're gonna come out winning that one. Just for the story, I think that Rockin' and Roman win, and because they're gonna have bloodline rules.
Gotta have bloodline rules because it's gonna be just a cluster. There's gonna be like guest stars in that match. We'll get to it, but like
yeah. So I don't think for the story that Cody and Seth come out with the win.
No. I think.
I do think there's gonna be interference. I don't think they're gonna win like outright.
Yeah, no. I mean, Solo and
it's
Jimmy
gonna be like
Jay.
They're gonna be cheating, whatever.
I don't know though because I think Sunday's gonna be a lot of nonsense. I know, but who do you think who eats the pin and who gets the win? Like, how does it end? That's a big factor too for me.
I think the interference comes from Drew McIntyre and Seth takes the pin because Drew comes out and does some nonsense, being bitter, and that's how Roman and The Rock get the pin.
I think Roman pins Cody.
Really?
Because if Cody's getting the win Sunday, yeah, they're gonna really drive it home that like, oh man, you just lost. They can have him cut a promo, a pre-tape before Sunday, and be like, I just beat you last night. In a tag match, I'm going to beat you again tonight. Like you can't beat me. You're 0-2 against me. Like I think that kind of plays a little better. Really make Cody feel like a super underdog. Okay. You're so agreeable in your purple hair. I don't like purple hair, Toni. She's not as feisty as red hair, Toni.
So I can't really move too much in this wig.
Is it gonna fall off?
I feel like it's gonna fall back, and I feel like it's gonna look stupid. So I'm trying not to be as animated because I'm trying to stay. It's also like it's a lot more hair than the last one. It doesn't stay put. So this is why I'm very stoic and very matter of fact. Because
this whole wig gimmick's new to you, so you haven't learned yet. Maybe give it's that chair squeaking a lot. Maybe give Miss Monet a call. How does she do it? And she make it happen.
I don't need her to tell me nothing.
What? All right, so that's night one. Night two, and this never-ending WrestleMania. 6 matches. First one, I know you're not going to give a shit about this one. Street fight, Lashley and the Street Profits versus.
Oh God!
What don't you like about this match? Or these teams, these people? What's got you? You're just not interested.
Who was it again? The Street Profits and who?
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Versus Final Testament.
Final Testament.
Karrion Kross and AOP.
Who?
Oh my God! You gotta watch. You gotta put your phone down when you're watching SmackDown at least once.
Okay.
So you can see who these gentlemen are.
I don't like Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Just because he just doesn't do it for me. It's just when he's on the screen, I'm like, oof, you're taking all the energy out of the room.
But he's the Almighty.
It won't mean nothing. So in this match, I hope the building collapses.
First of all, it's a stadium. If that happens, probably 70,000 people are going to die. So.
Oh, that's harsh.
Cool. So just wipe out 70. If they were all people from Philadelphia, I might be on board with it. But it's going to be a mix of people.
No, I don't wish catastrophe on them. I wish my cable goes out right in the middle.
I don't wish catastrophe on the people of Philadelphia.
I wish our internet goes out. We can't get Peacock back, and we can't watch the match.
And it comes back on, and Final Testament has won because that's what I think is going to happen because they've established this new group. They're trying to build Karrion Kross back up again. They bought back Authors of Pain to cement this. They have to win. They just have to. It doesn't make sense for them not to win. Okay.
Okay.
You just hope that.
I hope this is where I like take a potty break and I walk away from the TV and I'm like, I'm ordering the pizza or whatever.
That's your. It'll probably be the opening match, and that's your pee break match. Well, buckle up, Buttercup. AJ Styles and LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
And I hope Usher's there.
You hope Usher's there. What did he say? He wanted Usher to sing his theme song or some shit?
No, sing Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Usher has a song called Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? You think I have Usher's discography memorized? You think I know every Usher song? Is it one of the? Did he sing it in his medley at the Super Bowl? Are you planning the divorce right now? What is that face?
I mean,
oh my god!
It like capped off the Super Bowl performance.
Okay, great. I'm not a huge Usher guy. I'm sorry. Should we have talked about this before we got married?
Yeah. Next, you're going to tell me you don't like Boys to Men.
I mean, that's more likely to happen because they're in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but they don't sing anything that goes, and it's not hype. They're not going to come out and like sing a ballad.
Yeah. I don't know. They're going to have Meek Mill and Lil Wayne there.
Did you say Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Oh, I just said little. I was like, why are you pronouncing the T's?
Yes, Little Wayne will be there, and Meekus Millimus. No, and yeah, I don't think Usher's gonna. I think they would announce Usher. I don't think they would like have that be a surprise. If they've already,
I pissed my pants if that came out. Holy shit, it's Usher!
I mean,
like I knew Ludacris was gonna come out in the Super Bowl, and I still went nuts when Ludacris came out in the Super Bowl.
I guess I don't know. I think AJ Styles takes this one. I think they're definitely going to do something with the chair. The chair's been a big part of it. It's not an ODQ match or a street fight. They could always change that last minute. Maybe there'll be like a ref bump or something. I mean, AJ doesn't have the OC anymore. He's kind of separated from that, unless that's been a swerve this whole time. But I think they're going to continue this. I think it's going to be a rematch at Backlash. Like I started to think about it like beyond WrestleMania. Like, all right, it's here. What's next? So yeah, I think AJ picks up the win here through nefarious circumstances.
LA Knight.
Yeah. You have to do that legally. If you don't say yeah after that, they come for you. All right. And then let's see what's next. Oh, the triple threat. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. Winner, United States title holder. I don't know why I said it like that. Winner gets the U.S. belt. I think Logan retains.
Same.
Randy doesn't need the belt. Kevin doesn't need the belt. It's more...
I feel like they're just going to get in each other's way, too.
It's more publicity if Logan's... You know, he's full-time now with WWE, allegedly, but it's better if he keeps the belt. Again, have somebody, like, newer beat him, somebody come out of the woodwork and beat him, that kind of thing. Like, I think Braun Breaker is the one who's eventually going to beat him for it.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know about that.
I think that's how you establish Braun Breaker, give him the U.S. belt. But, I mean, do you think I think Kevin and Randy might feud after this.
That's what I say. I think they'll get in each other's way, and that's what helps Logan retain. Because if it was just like a one-on-one Randy or Kevin, I'd pick the other guy hands down. But
yeah, one of them's coming out of this moving forward as a heel. You can't face Kevin Owens and face
especially
Randy
as
Orton.
they've been like talking about them, like, oh, we're friends, and this is my friend, and it's like, now we're not friends.
The Viper comes out and snake bites Kevin Owens, whatever the hell. RKO's and yeah, something's gonna happen there. I don't really like this other thing too. Like this match is nice and all, but it just feels thrown together. It's like they didn't want to do, I guess, Randy and Logan 1-on-1 because then no way Logan wins that match. Like it doesn't make any sense to have him beat Randy Orton clean or at all, really, even dirty. So they kind of threw Kevin Owens in there, I think, to take the pinfall, and then because I mean him and Logan have been feuding, and then Randy is just there to be on the card. Like they haven't. It's tough. Like it's weird not having Randy Orton near the main event scene. Near a title. It's weird not having him like chasing after a important title. Like even his last run before he got hurt was more tag based with Matt Riddle, but I don't know. I expect more from them to do more with Randy. And then all right, the women's championship match, Io Sky and Bayley. Yeah, it's kind of it's like it's a given. If Io retains, like what are we doing?
Yeah. Like
you turn Bayley back face, you got anything going on. She's got ready-made feuds with Bianca, whoever they want to throw at her. Like I think Bianca's probably next for her, I would say maybe. I don't think they're going to throw Jade. Do you think they throw Jade into the world title scene immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, no, it's a podcast. Just shrugging your shoulders is.
I said,
PG, brother.
They didn't do that.
I was just trying to see if my levels seem low. Just So now you don't think they're going to put Jade in the world title scene?
They might. I don't listen. You thinking 10 steps ahead. I'm trying to get through WrestleMania.
I think Jade would have been better off staying in AEW. Really, Tony?
First of all, everybody knows it didn't sound like me.
I think it would have been better. Her versus Toni Storm would have been great. Her and Mercedes Moné would have been great. AEW.
With your stupid Kenny Omega t-shirt. Where is he now?
Holy shit. What?
Just sitting at home eating bonbons?
He's suffering from diverticulitis. He might have to have surgery on his intestines in order to be able to... Yes. Kenny Omega, no. He's actually started a Twitch channel, and he's streaming regularly and commenting on things and playing video games with friends and trying to keep himself busy while his intestines are messed up. Brock Lesnar had diverticulitis years ago, and it took him out for quite a while. I don't know if I can't remember if he had surgery or not. But
okay, we're getting off course. We're doing the rest.
This is a diverticulitis podcast. Get yourself checked.
Get back to the card.
Holy shit. All right. There's only 2 matches left. Seth versus Drew. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, world title.
Drew wins.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Because we're going to Scotland. Why would you do it in Scotland and have him not go there with a title?
I don't think I agree with that logic. I don't think he wins it Sunday. I mean, because that pay-per-view's in June. Punk won't be back. I don't know. I think maybe... Here's my scenario. So...
I think Drew wins it because Seth just got the shit kicked out of him the night before, so he's not 100%. And then Seth starts beefing with Cody because he's like, I did all this for you and lost my title to help you take out the bloodline, and becomes a whole thing.
Okay. That makes sense.
So that's why I think Drew wins. Because, like, what happens if Seth retains? Like, nothing. Where's the story go? Nowhere.
Oh, I was raising my hand. Damian Priest cashes in. That's my thing. The Judgment Day loses all 3 of their matches on Saturday. Dom loses. They lose their tag belts. Rhea loses. And the only thing to save them and keep them moving forward and have Damian, like, finally cement himself as the true leader over Mommy, I think he cashes in. But I think he cashes in on Drew. Oh, or wait, what did I write down? I wrote down my picks. And what did I say? No, I think he cashes in on Seth. I think Seth wins, and then Damian Priest cashes in. But I can see it go either way. I think Damian's cashing in. He's either screwing Seth. Finally Seth can't.
He's really out there.
Because if Seth wins, I can see Drew freaking out and hitting him with something after, another Claymore or chair or something, beating the crap out of him. And as Drew's like walking down the aisle and Seth's like beating and they're checking on him, Judgment Day music hits. Or Priest just runs down. Because that's the thing. Seth cashed in famously years ago in the middle of Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and won the title, made it a triple threat and won the title. It's like the most famous, the only WrestleMania cash-in, I think, or main event cash-in. So I think Damian's cashing in here. I'm on the fence about who it's going to be against. I mean, yes, having Drew as champion going into Clash of the Castle, makes sense in the traditional way. Like, oh, he's from Scott, but also having him chase the title. But he's heel right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I could see maybe by that point, maybe we're having like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way for the world title. It sucks that it's not later in the summer because I don't think Punk's going to be back to later in the summer. Like, I would love to see Punk and Drew in Scotland. That would be bananas. They'd be throwing haggis at the ring and shit. I'm just talking, and chime in at any point.
No, you're really going. Like, you're on a roll here.
So you think Seth is winning, or you think? What'd you say? You think
Drew's winning?
Drew's winning. No cash in.
No cash in. I don't know.
When's he gonna cash in?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking about this weekend. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen later.
You gotta look into the future.
No, I don't know what he's gonna do with that nonsense.
Future. Need more hands in this podcast. All right, and then finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the main event. Will the story be finished? Cody and Roman. Most likely, we both think it's going to be Bloodline rules. There's rumors that John Cena's going to get involved. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hulk Hogan. Like, all these things. Like, it's going to be some, like, all-star parade of people coming back and trying to make sure that Roman doesn't retain the title. Like, it's going to take an army of legends, basically, to help Cody. Probably also Seth and Jay and everything. But, like, I think it's going to be bananas, insane, like just off the charts. People are going to hit their finishers. If we get like a Stone Cold Stunner into an AA, into a Hulk Hogan leg drop, and then they just like lay Cody on top of him gently. I don't know. What do you think is going to happen? No.
I know Cody's coming out with the title. Otherwise, we riot.
Yeah. Otherwise, Philadelphia burns to the ground, which is probably going to happen anyway. It's pretty garbage city, but
I really don't know. I mean, this is really up in the air. Because once upon a time, I would have told you Rock's going to turn, but like after all the beatdowns, I don't know if he's going to turn. And this turns into like a whole grudge match later on with Rock and Cody. Like they're really like, I don't know, so many curveballs. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we talked about it on the last show. Like at this point now, after the bloody beating, and then this week the strap beating, like, is this all a big setup? Like Cody took all this punishment, all this chaos in his life, blood and bruises, just so that Roman believes that The Rock is on his side going into Sunday, because he's not going to turn him on Saturday. That doesn't make any sense. So all this, it's like, ooh, I don't know now. And that's great. That's the best part, because it went from being like a definite, like you knew it was going to happen, Cody's going to win, but now it's like, The Rock was involved.
Yeah, so right now everything's so unpredictable. My only thing is I think that Cody better win at this point. Like, I'm not following this story another year.
No, they can't get.
And this has to be the final chapter of the fucking story.
Either. All right, easy on the table.
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't move because your wig.
I'm trying to be more animated because you're upset I wasn't.
I'm gonna snatch it off your head to close the show.
I'll fuck you up.
Not like you're bald underneath.
But it looks a mess.
Okay, that's the funny part. It's like, oh my God, you snatched a wig off her head. Like, she doesn't have cancer. Like, what are you talking about? Just a goofy wig. Looks wonderful. What are you doing? Getting makeup on my microphone?
Yeah.
All right. I think The Rock I think The Rock's going to turn. It doesn't seem likely, which is why it's probably going to happen. And I don't know, or he doesn't turn, and Rock takes over the bloodline for a while. Like Rock, it all depends on if he's staying or not. Like that's the thing. Like, is he staying? Is he going to do movies? I read he's got movies to do for the rest of the summer, spring and summer. So I mean, I think Cody's winning. I could see John Cena coming out. I could see maybe Stone Cold coming out but I mean, Stone Cold's never really been involved with the bloodline stuff. I don't know.
I'm not thinking about these extras. I just care about the outcome.
Like Randy Orton could get involved. He's got a thing with Roman. Like LA Knight could come out. Like, I mean, if they do it with like people who have feuded or had title shots of the last couple of years, Sammy,
that would be nice.
Sammy comes out. Like, I think there's gonna be a lot of people involved.
Like the Avengers.
Yeah, like a fucking Endgame situation.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Like everybody's like, yo, you fucked me over too. So, and like everybody just comes out. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, Seth, Sammy, LA Knight, like all these different people just come out and, fight off the bloodline and fight off the Rock and everything. Because they're going to make the bloodline, they're going to make Rock and Roman look like, Thanos-esque, invincible. That's going to take an army of people to fight. And that gives Roman the talking point afterwards. Like, you didn't beat me. You didn't beat me. You and all your friends beat me. You and then the Cody Vengers beat me. Like,
that'd be cool. I like that.
I think that's the most logical thing because it makes it look like it. Roman didn't just lose to Cody. He didn't end this historic reign just losing to like 3 crossroads in a row. No, it took 4 or 5 guys. It took all their finishers.
It kind of cements him as this like larger than life like villain that had to be brought down, right? Like,
yeah, that's what it is at this point.
I like that. Like it's been so like his reign has been so monumental, so long. Like it can't finish just like that. Like it has to be this big moment.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
Yep. Me too. That's why I said it. No. All right, but we're both in agreement. Cody's walking away with the belt, one way or another.
He has to.
Otherwise, I don't know. Just tears, crying. Mama Rose. You think Mama Rose gets in the ring? Do you think Mama Rose gets in the ring?
I think she gets in the ring with a belt and starts whooping the Rock.
I think so. I think it's gonna happen. I was like, either she. I would love if she got in the ring and did the dusty punches and then the bionic elbow. I would shit if that happened. But I don't think it was. I can see her. They've done so much about the belt. I can see, like Cody or these people, whoever, taking the Rock down.
Like a Latina mom just whipping you with a belt.
Yeah. Good job. You pissed off my Cuban mother, as Cody likes. That's I think what it is, because we haven't seen her. We haven't seen her since WrestleMania last year. She was in the crowd, I believe.
I don't know.
She cried. No, you don't remember last year? All right. You've blocked that out at loss. All right. Well, that's our predictions for WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you missed? You think CM Punk's going to get in the ring and kick Drew McIntyre in the balls or anything?
No.
I didn't even think about that. Now he's going to do commentary.
Yeah, he's going to sit there.
Sit there and be CM Punk. Maybe take a few shots at Tony Khan in AEW. Oh, wait, he did that this past week. I don't want to get into that. I mean, I do, but it's a longer show today because of the predictions. So there's a couple of things. Some Kenny Omega stuff I want to get into, but we'll save that. Unless you want to talk about it.
About Kenny Omega? Never.
So in the way that you married me without knowing about my lack of Usher knowledge, I married you without realizing you had this disdain for Kenny Omega. So we're kind of even.
All right. I would say one is more of an icon than the other.
In terms of longevity, I'll give you that. Usher's been around a lot longer than his career.
And greatness.
I mean, he just performed at the Super Bowl, so obviously he's still at a high level after at least 25 years or more.
Yeah.
In the music business. Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, that will do it for this edition of the You're Mean to Me podcast. Thank you for listening or watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, follow, thumbs up, all that jazz. LinkTree/YoureMeanToMePod for all of our social media links. Find us wherever we put clips on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. What are you doing? Are you making fun of me for telling people how to find us on other platforms?
But you do. This is your spiel every time. I gotta do something. Sometimes I just sit here.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna write it out on a card. It's gonna be like, "Thank you for watching the You're Mean to Me podcast. I'm Antonia."
Why do I sound like that? Once upon a time, I sound like Beaker. Now I sound.
That's your card reading voice.
Oh.
This is a whole new character now with the purple hair. This is a whole new thing. Each wig has a different voice.
You
see how that works?
Yes.
All right. Say goodbye, Antonia.
Goodbye, Antonia.